The big search is on. Millions of people are asking, who am I? What am I? Why am I here? In answer to this plea, as in all cases where there is a demand for knowledge, there are always those who will supply the answer. As we are all unique, the same answers will not suffice for everyone. But if the inquirer is serious in really wanting to know, then the search must continue. We sincerely hope that this book will lead the way for the progressive thinker to find peace of mind, better health, and all the benefits that can occur from deep relaxation. The technique is taught under many different names: transcendental meditation, self-hypnosis, the power of positive thinking, and many more. The basic truth is that any formula offered calls on the subject to do the necessary adaptation to put himself or herself into the position where he can, and will accept the leadership of the guru or hypnotist or whatever name tag the instructor wears. In effect, you do it to yourself with step-by-step guidance. We contend that the same results can be attained by an individual or in family groups. The old adage, one picture is worth 1,000 words, is so often true. A picture of the printed word can give you much more than can the input from a teacher on a weekend seminar. A crash course in mind awareness is just that, a crash course. Only percentage of the subject matter is retained. You cannot go back over it again and again as is done in the classroom. So a great deal is lost. This varies with different people, as no two are the same in their powers of retention or their speed in learning. Our objective is to lead the reader by easy stages to higher and better levels of consciousness. There is no hurry, so you can go over each step as often as you feel necessary. On completion, there is no degree, no diploma. The only degree is the degree of improvement in your life and in the lives of those around you. After following in an earnest and serious manner all the techniques in the following pages, you will find many improvements in your life. Problems that once seemed insurmountable will evaporate as they will take their rightful place in your life. The doors will open to solutions, and by far the most important result will be better health. Anyone in the medical profession will admit that there are large percentages of illnesses that are psychosomatic. The illness, however, are very real. They are not brought on intentionally by a person deciding to be sick, but rather by the mental attitude of the subject, which leaves the body open to suggestive power of the mind. If the mind emanates negativity, the body will respond with some type of ailment. However, if the mind gives forth positive thoughts, it's a whole new ballgame. The miracle of science cannot be disputed and should be utilized. However, the assistance of positivity in the mental approach is also above argument. In our own experiment, we can cite cases which would seem to be miracle cures, but which are really the power of the right mental approach. Hard to believe? Read on. You can take control of your own life and make things happen the way you want. You can be healthy, happy, successful if you choose. Now, there are different attitudes you can adopt when reading material of this sort. You can believe everything is written and act accordingly without giving any deep thought to the matter, or you can start with a preconceived idea about content. And if it does not conform to the life standards to which you are accustomed, the result can be a a skeptical, prove it to me attitude. Another way is to have an open mind, adapt what is acceptable at the time, but not flatly reject all else. Just store it away on the shelf in the mind and take it out once in a while to consider it, at which time more of it may be acceptable. The last attitude is one we ask you to adopt for this piece of work. There is nothing new in this book. Everything we say, you have heard before many times and in many different ways. Either you have chosen to ignore it, or most likely you have not understood it. It is all about universal law, the power of thought, and how to change your life if you are not satisfied with where you are, what you are at this moment. Such phrases as "you are what you think you are" and "what the mind conceives and believes the body achieves" are based on universal truth, but we usually consider them only in a superficial way. We humans can be categorized into three basic lifestyles. There are some who totally unaware of universal law, therefore have no control over their lives, and consequently suffer an abundance of illness and misery. And there are some who know a little about the law but are skeptical and do not believe that if it will work for them. So they tolerate frequent disappointment, failures, and illnesses. But there are a few who understand the law of nature and work with it. These are the healthy, successful, self-actualized people. We ask that you accept the information in this book and follow the suggested exercises in the order in which they appear, just as you would do if you were attending our weekend seminar. In this way, you will gain the most benefit as the techniques will be embedded more deeply into your subconscious.